From the immortal pen of James Fenimore Cooper came stirring tales of the early American frontier, when freedom-loving pioneers were carving a new nation out of an unknown, savage, and untamed wilderness. Stories of those exciting days and of the courage, daring, and devotion of men like Hawkeye, the first of the long rifles, and his tribal brother Chingachgook, the last of the Mohicans.
Iroquois scout like squaw. See nothing, hear nothing.
But that's the third scouting party we've seen.
They like vulture. Find only corpse. How far is settlement?
As far as I could tell from up there, Morgansboro's about a day's journey away.
Closer we come to settlement, more Indian we see. Maybe that's why no message come from settlement in 2 moons.
I've got a feeling there's no maybe about it.
I didn't hear you come out.
Guess you didn't.
It ain't time for you to take over yet?
Your pa wants you.
What does he want?
He'll tell you.
You're not taking the boy. He's too young.
The boy is 19. Older than I was when I took you to wife, Sarah.
Tom's different.
That's because you kept him too close to you, protected him too much.
Would it have been better if I'd let him die like his brother, fighting Indians in the wilderness?
People on the frontier got no choice, Sarah.
He's the only one we've got left. Don't take him with you.
Look, the settlement's surrounded by Indians. We're cut off from the capital. Somebody's got to break through and get help. Only a couple of men can be spared. I'm one of them, and I want Tom to be the other.
But it's too soon. He's not ready.
Not ready for what, Ma?
You and me are going south, Tom.
But the Indians, the woods are full of them.
Well, we'll make it our business to avoid them.
I'd best get some provisions ready for you.
Your ma thinks that maybe I oughtn't to take you along.
Why should she think that?
Oh, figures you're too young. Ain't had enough experience out in the woods yet.
Then it's about time I got some, ain't it?
That's the boy.
Goodbye, Will. Take care of yourself.
We'll be back soon, Sarah.
Goodbye, dear.
Good luck, Will.
Bye.
You'll
Keep
your powder dry.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Bye. Tired?
No, but I keep on wondering what's going to happen to us.
Well, worrying won't stop nothing from happening.
Well, I can't help it.
You'll have to. As far as I can see, there are only 4 of them. I use the tree for cover and keep firing.
Where are you going?
Round them. Maybe I can take them from the side.
But
Do as you're told. Make sure you keep them busy.
There's no more shots.
I think is not Hunter.
Now, the only thing being hunted in this territory now is scalps. It's not out of our way. Should we take a look?
Our blood has flowed together, my brother. I know Hawkeye go many moons to pick up fallen sparrow, even if not on way.
How about you?
I like sparrow.
Iroquois might have had some friends. You better take a look around. Are you hurt bad?
Just a flesh wound. Might have had a lot worse if you hadn't come along. First time I ever seen a white man traveling with a red skin.
Well, you can't judge a man by the color of his skin. Besides, he's a Mohican, not an Iroquois. Were you headed for Morgansboro?
I just come from there. We're needing some help. Them Iroquois are trying to starve us out.
Iroquois fly like mist. Fine rifle.
That's a nice-looking weapon. Too good for an Iroquois. Were you traveling with someone?
My son.
Iroquois kill?
No. Might have been better if they had.
We didn't have a chance. Nobody would have had a chance. There was just too many of them.
You sure your pa was killed?
The arrows were as thick as falling leaves. He was hit right off. I saw him go down.
How'd you manage to get away?
I got the cover. Played dead. The woods were full of Indians. I was lucky to get back here. Nobody can get through.
Not if they turn tail and run.
You'd better clear the cabin. Morgan's lost a lot of blood.
Well, what about the rest of us? What about getting word to the capital?
Come nightfall, Chingachgook and I will be leaving.
Guess you're proud, naming your son a coward before everyone.
He is a coward.
Jim, I'm ready to take my turn, stand and watch.
You ain't got a turn.
Why not?
You might see an Indian out there.
Well, reckon you're here for them provisions, Hawkeye.
Yeah, we'll be leaving in a few hours.
Well, ain't much we can spare. Larder's getting mighty low. There, these ought to see you through till you get to the capital. Don't want you taking time off going hunting.
You don't seem as dead set against the boy as the other settlers here, do you?
Well, if you mean do I mind us hanging around, the answer's no. Used to be a horsebreaker. Learned that the finest yearling can be mighty skittish and undependable. Don't stop him growing into a fine horse, though.
If you give him a chance.
If you're talking about me, there's no need to whisper. Everybody in Morgansboro knows I'm a coward. You won't have to put up with me much longer.
The way I got it figured, it should take Chingachgook and me about 3 days to get through. And when we get back, I hope it'll be with troops and provisions to carry you through the winter.
Getting past the Indians ain't going to be easy. Maybe some of us ought to go along with you.
More men go. Harder to get through.
Besides, you'll need every man you got if they decide to attack.
Suppose you and Chingachgook don't get through. What do we do then?
Hang on to your prayer book. Keep your powder dry.
Right. I'll keep mine dry.
Not shoot. It's not Iroquois. Make too much noise for Indian.
You're right, Chingachgook.
I'm not going back. I'll never go back.
If Chingachgook and I were Iroquois, your scalp would be dangling from a belt about now.
What do I care?
Young brave, not have right to throw away life.
And why not?
Life belong to tribe.
My particular tribe's made it pretty clear I've got no use for mine.
On the frontier, every man's life is of some use.
Supposing the man hates the frontier. Hates everything about it. The people, the dirt, the danger.
You really feel that way about it?
Why do you suppose I left Morgansboro?
If you're headed for the capital, that's where we're going. 3 rifles are better than 2.
I'm a coward. I wouldn't be any help to you.
There's no sense in getting into an argument about it. We just want you to go along with us, that's all.
I hope you don't regret it.
We go. I feel danger ahead in forest.
Can't we go across the lake by canoe?
No, we can't. The lake's frozen. It would take an extra day to go around it. People of Morgansboro might not be able to hold out that long.
Too late for powwow now.
remember what I said? 3 rifles are better than 2?
But I've never...
My brother shoots rifle.
Ain't much good with a rifle. The mine's loaded if you want to use it.
Reload those guns and keep your eyes peeled.
Push arrow through. Break off.
It's gonna hurt.
I know.
All right? Stop here. How's your leg feel?
Not hurt much.
Just the same, we'll rest here for a while. Tom, I don't see any reason why we can't have supper, do you?
No. I'll gather wood for a fire.
No. No fire. Iroquois see smoke.
Only a small piece of venison left.
Yeah. That is pretty small.
Well, why didn't you say it? The reason we're so short is because I didn't bring any provisions.
Tom, if I'd have thought it, I would have said it.
You don't have to give me any protection. Or give me any of your provisions either. I didn't even help you fight the Iroquois when they attacked. When it was my life at stake just as much as yours.
Tom, these aren't my provisions. They were given to us by the people of Morgansboro.
We get lost?
Yeah, it happened when we left the river. Trees are so thick, you can't see where you're going. Someone's going to have to climb a tree and find out where we are.
Possum not climb tree with wounded leg.
Yeah. How are you at climbing, Tom?
Oh, I don't know that I'd be as good as you at figuring out where we are, Hawkeye.
Well, when Chingachgook and I are alone, why, he's the one who usually does the climbing.
Why?
When I was a young'un, I fell and got hurt pretty bad, and, well, I haven't done much climbing since.
You mean you're afraid to climb a tree?
Well, if you put it that way, I guess I am.
But a brave man like you...
All brave men afraid sometime. My brother looked deep into heart of white brave. Sometimes bird carry tomahawk. Iroquois.
They're blocking the trail to the capital.
Yeah, the forest is thick with them. There's only one thing to do, Tom. Chingachgook and I will try to draw them off. We'll get as close as we can and start shooting.
But that...
That'll make them go after us and give you a chance to make a run for it. Take the high ground above the trail. You should get past them without any trouble.
But that means you and Chingachgook won't have a chance of getting out alive.
Must get word to capital.
You mean to say you'd sacrifice yourself for me? For the people of Morgansboro? People you hardly know?
The way we look at it, Tom, people on the frontier are building a future. It's worth fighting for, even dying for. This is about close enough. That darn fool, he's trying to draw off the Iroquois to himself. Darn if it isn't working.
Young brave, clear trail for us. As fast as dive of eagle, he become man.
He's cleared the trail for you.
You stay?
I figure he's going to be needing some help. How's your leg?
Leg is fine. If my blood brothers stay, I stay.
You said yourself someone's got to get to the capital. If anyone can get through those Iroquois, it's you.
Why aren't you on your way to the capital getting help from Morgansboro?
Chingachgook's taking care of that. I figured you might need a little company.
You know something? I do.
If you still want to try and make it to the capital, I'll keep him busy while you make a run for it.
I'm through running.
Tom, look. Boy, am I glad to see them. I'm just about out of powder.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the road to the capital's open now.
It's the road to Morgansboro I'm thinking about now, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye and your Indian brother, I'll always be in your debt for saving this settlement and for giving me back a son.
Seeing you all together again is thanks enough for us. Bye.